young. You get them before they even get out of college, huh?
I know. We are so fortunate to have IUP. You know, we get so many good interns, and they have a great planning regional department over there. So we got a hold of Trajan Jones here. He's our new zoning and planning official. Is that what your title? Zoning planning official.
Yeah, planning and
Yes.
zoning official.
Wonderful,
So
wonderful. Well, we're going to get to meet him then.
Yes, and he's going to talk about what he's been doing. He just started about 2 months ago.
Yeah, 2
Trajan?
months.
Yeah, and so once he's done with school, which next week we'll have him full time working over here and planning some more bigger projects.
Conversation with Nicole Sipos from Indiana Borough and Trajan Jones, brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. So Trajan, graduating soon from IUP, huh?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Where'd he come from?
I'm actually local. Yep, I'm from
yeah?
here, Indiana. Yep.
I thought the name was familiar.
Yeah, I went to high school here. Been around here pretty much my whole life.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you know about Indiana
Yeah,
Borough.
I'm familiar with the area, and that kind of lends itself into the planning and zoning effort. You know.
The program at IUP, of course, teaching you the skills to become a borough planner as you are. What are some of the things that you anticipate doing in the job?
A lot of public engagement. I think that's one of our biggest focuses now, working with the update to the comprehensive plan. So we just want to talk to as many people as we can, get their voices heard, get feedback from them on what they want Indiana to look like going into the future. So
Yeah. And Nicole, you've got an event coming up.
We do, and Trajan can talk about that. It's called the Hawk Walk, and it's a little different than what that term we used to use before, when the residents and the students used to get together and we'd walk around your neighborhood. Just so, okay, we're sharing the same town. We got to learn to work together, live together.
Sure.
So Trajan had an event, and you want to tell us about the event, Trajan?
Yeah, no, like Nicole said, there's definitely an interesting relationship between the residents and the students here in Indiana, and we're looking to connect that relationship really and make it stronger with this event. So really what it's for is to get students to come out and give their feedback on the comprehensive plan, like I had mentioned previously, because a lot of the time students are forgot about in that process, even though they make up a really large portion of Indiana Borough.
Sure.
Yeah.
When they're in town, they're about
Right.
half the population of
Right,
Indiana.
right.
Yeah, and we have to work together because, we have residents that, we want to maintain this walkable, active transportation area in our borough with, the bikes, the walking, and so, there's residents and business owners, they don't want to see all the drive-throughs. They don't want to, they want to keep the feel of the town. And I think with the students, that's what we're trying to bring in and work together. So the event is Friday.
Yeah.
Hopefully, tell them not to rain. Tell the rain to hold off.
We've got our fingers crossed on the weather.
Hang on a second here. Cloudy, breezy afternoon rain showers. Perfect. So where is it?
It'll be at IRMC Park.
Okay.
Yeah, right outside of Twisted Jimmy's. They're working with us. They're going to be catering the event. We're going to have free food for students. We're going to have
And
music
residents.
and residents. Yeah, we're going to have music. We have a local DJ. He's going to play music for us. A couple of community-based organizations are going to be there, tabling, sharing information, and just connecting students with opportunities to get involved within our community.
What time?
It's going to be 5 to 7.
5 to 7
Yeah,
on
5
Friday.
to 7 on Friday.
All right, that sounds
So
fun.
it's going to lead into a platform. So we'll have this online. So students come in and have questions, our residents, about, hey, what is happening in the next 10 years in Indiana Borough? So hopefully we have this game plan and platform where they can go on and follow the steps and the procedures that we're working on, right?
Yeah, we're really excited about that. So the platform, it's all virtual, so it's kind of going to hopefully be more conducive to the community engagement process. Hopefully people, if we're having a public meeting, they don't necessarily have to come out. They can still have their voice heard and share information via online.
Of course, we've had Josh Krug here in the past couple of weeks, a couple of times, and Barb Haig as well, talking about planning. And there was the big meeting at the KCAC just a week or so ago, talking as well about particularly the active transportation, the moving about within the town,
Right.
and the ways that we can make that easier, safer, of course, that's a big part of it as well. Yeah, that idea of cars and human bodies not meeting
Right, how to
is always
connect
good.
everything. Yeah, that's what I think. That's definitely the goal, is to connect the Hoodlebug, White Township, and the borough to out there to S&T Arena out there, to have everybody able to ride their bikes. We just met with Eisenhower. Their team. Hopefully, we're going to see Eisenhower open up, in the next year or two. And the main focus is we want to see those kids walk and bike to school. So we want to make sure, the sidewalks are, crossing the roads, and the sidewalks are done down there in that area.
Yeah. There's so many safety concerns for folks moving about in the area. And Trajan, you know this from both being a student at IUP and, of course, now working with Indiana Borough.
Right.
Especially when it gets to a new semester, and people, they just aren't familiar with the way the town's set up, because it is, no town is a typical setup, but ours seems even less typical than others. You find people crossing roads and going down the wrong street way on a one-way street. That happens all the time.
Yeah.
And part of what you're going to be doing is obviously helping people to navigate a little bit easier.
Right.
And I'm sure that you'll take the information that you get on Friday and combine it with other events and other feedback that you get. And good.
Yeah, that event's just a start. We're going to be holding community events all throughout the summer. Continue collection of the feedback for the comp plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. While you're doing all of this, you're going to do some master's work at IUP, or?
I've considered it.
We're going to keep him busy at the
I definitely plan on being busy at least the next few years.
He does handle all of our zone, if residents and have any zoning questions, he handles all that right now. So he's learning a lot.
Zoning's more the day-to-day, when planning is kind of long-term.
Yeah. You have to study the darn ordinances too.
Right. Yeah.
But we're redoing our whole zoning ordinance, so he's going to have his hands full.
You get a little bit of input on that.
Yeah, definitely. We've been keeping a running list of all the things we want to address, that we've been facing and having trouble with through the old ordinance, so that we can reflect it in the new ordinance, and hopefully it'd be a little bit more easier to work with.
Yeah. Wow.
And
So some of those ordinances were probably written when people getting around with horse and buggy.
Exactly. Yeah.
A lot of them do need updating.
Not as many hitching posts around Indiana right
right.
now as there used to be. No, but that'll be great that people, and you're right, for people to have the opportunity to give their feedback to you. It's really important.
Yeah, it's probably the most important part of planning, honestly, is the public feedback part of it. We are the professionals, but it's your city, it's your town. We have to do what you want.
Yeah.
We're trying to help you create your vision. So
Yeah.
I highly encourage everybody to take advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah. So the first event is Friday at 5.
Yep. Friday at
IMC
5.
Park on North 7th Street, and then other events through the course of the summer.
Yes.
Very
and
good.
We'll have a direct link to our website once it's all up and running.
Are you going to make that available too? Terrific stuff. Okay, what else is going on, Nicole?
Oh boy, we just passed paving's going to be happening. We talk about that. Summer's coming. Paving projects. Our building's going to start getting a makeover here, because we got some old buildings, old windows. So
Sure.
we need some help with updating that.
Make them energy efficient as well.
Yeah.
Of course, you and everybody with the borough, thinking about Mayor George Hood and his influence, and all of the wonderful goodwill he created. It's always good to have that kind of person in the government, isn't it?
Right, it is. He was a happy figure over there. When we came, I mean, 20 years ago when I started, he was the one. He was there, so he'd come over to my office and sit down and talk about everything, family. He knew everybody's life, and it just was a wonderful man.
Yeah,
So.
really was. And we're going to miss him, but we need more people like him.
Right.
And if we start them young, like Trajan, and that's a good start.
Yes, we need to keep these young graduates here. So I told Trajan when he started, I'm like, what's your plans? He's like, I don't know if I'm going to be around Indiana. I said, that's why we need you. We need the IUP graduates to stay in town here, figure out how we keep them.
There you go. Good plan.
So-
Good plan. Trajan, look forward to hearing from you again.
Definitely.
As the summer
Thank you.
goes on. Nicole,
Yeah.
we'll hear from you once a month as well.
Next month, I'll be back.
All right. Very good. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. 22 minutes after 9 o'clock, and the CBS Sports coming up in just a couple of moments. Need to get the health cycle in this morning. We've got Sarah Lee Kessler on the health beat, and Anna Eliopoulos has this morning's house call for health.